Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. And today I wanted to talk about why you should almost never buy a really hot rookie from a product that was just released like within the last few days or the last few weeks. So the photo behind me, what you see is Franco's 2022 Topps SSP or super short print, also known as the image variation. So this card was inserted one in every several thousand packs. So every, I believe, like 2,300, 2,400 packs, something like that, you would get one of these image variations. Now, Franco is absolutely killing it right now. He's batting 600 through 4 games, and yes, it's a super small sample size, but a lot of people think that he has future Hall of Fame potential, meaning that he's that caliber of a player. The reason that you should never buy these cards when a product is first released, like I'm about to show you, is because they will almost always drop because more products come out. There's other examples, there's other varieties, there's other basically autographs for the memorabilia. You get the idea. So as more and more different examples or different products come out of Wander Franco, then basically the price is going to soften almost every single time. So the first 3 autographs that were sold, not the first 3 autographs, the first 3 SSP variations that were sold on eBay just about 2 months ago went for $2,525 on average. So basically $2,500 on average. Now, if you look at the last 3, the most recent 3, they sold for roughly $966 on average. And the top row is the most recent sales, and then the bottom row behind me are the sales that were from about 2 months ago. So check them out. So basically when a product is first released, everybody's hunting for the cards and people don't know how limited it's going to be. As more and more packs get ripped and more come out, people start to lower their prices, for example, on eBay or on ComC or wherever they're selling it. And that's why the prices will generally start to come down. So as you can see in this example, guys, in just 2 months, the card has dropped over 60%. Now, that includes basically all of the auctions, or the first 3 auctions that happened 2 months ago, and then the most recent 3 auctions. So what does the future hold for a card like this? Well, it went from roughly $2,500. They're selling for a little over $900. It's going to keep dropping, I'm afraid. I think the card settles at around $600 to $800 throughout the year. Does it have the potential to go up? Of course, it is. Like I said, one in every several thousand packs. So the card does have potential to climb back up. But the moral of the story is never almost buy a product, a rookie card of a guy when it just comes out. There are some exceptions, and I wanted to talk about that just to be clear. Some exceptions are, of course, maybe a 1-of-1 gets released really early on. You can't determine the real value of a 1-on-1. So the difference between, let's just make these numbers up, but 10,000 or 12,000 or maybe 20,000 versus 25,000. It's a 1-of-1, so it's going to be a lot harder to actually judge and track the price on the card. Again, same thing with like super really limited inserts. I wouldn't say, like, for example, a Kaboom or a Downtown is something that's really limited. I'm afraid that those types of inserts are going to soften up a lot. They already have, but they're going to continue to drop because there's just so many available. So a couple examples that I wanted to go over is, if you remember last year, Trevor Lawrence. His cards came out, they were astronomically high, and then throughout the year, they softened up. His product probably dropped about 25 to 30% from when they were first being pulled and sold to basically where the year ended up. Lamilla Ball. As good as Lamilla Ball is as great as I think he's going to be, when his Prism cards were first coming out, they were selling for about 3 to 4 times what they're going for now. So he's another great example. Great player. He's got a great future, but as soon as his product was released, they were selling for about 3 to 4 times what they were going for towards the end of the year. And then, of course, in baseball, Ronald Acuna Jr., and phenomenal player. He's put up some huge numbers already, but even from when his products were first released and his rookie cards were first coming out, his cards have softened up a little over half. So they've dropped pretty dramatically. Now, look at some flip sides or some guys where you say, okay, well, that isn't the case. Jamar Chase last year. A lot of people expected Jamar Chase to do well, especially being the number 5 pick. Not many people predicted that he would win Rookie of the Year. So his cards actually came out and then started to climb up. So he would be an example. Nikola Jokic would be an extreme example. So if you're looking at somebody who was like a second round pick, a late first round pick, and they don't have a lot of hype, there's not a lot of buzz around them, absolutely buy them up. You may not get another chance to buy these cards this low because a lot of people don't know about them or they're under the radar. So that would be a perfect example. And then last year in the NFL, Justin Herbert, he was the third quarterback taken after Joe Burrow, after Tua Tagovailoa. So he didn't have as much hype. He didn't have as much buzz around him. So if you bought Herbert's cards really early in the year, you probably were going to do okay. But if you bought Joe Burrow's cards earlier, if you bought Tua's cards earlier, you get the idea. Moral of the story is, guys, this always happens. If the player is super hot and it's a really hot product, when it first comes out, it's going to drop. Thanks so much for watching.